Aloha, friends. Thought I would hop on today. Just had a really beautiful day of clients. Just closed had my closing circle for Foundations of Healing today. And I want to talk about something that I'm over here doing all the time on a day-to-day basis and seeing these massive results in people and in their nervous system, and wanting to share what I'm seeing and wanting to share about this amazing protocol that I've come across called the Safe and Sound Protocol. And so for any of you guys know the Dr. Stephen Porges, and you know about Polyvagal Theory, and if you've been following me for a while, I've become obsessed with learning how to unfreeze the nervous system. And in my studies and several years ago, going through a traumatic divorce and needing to understand what was happening to my body and wanting to just study all things that were going to help me unfreeze my nervous system, brought me to this particular protocol that I'm now using with clients. And so it is honestly something I've been looking for my whole career. And I've been in the healing and therapy world for 20 years. And it's something that I've been looking for my whole career to help fast track someone's physiology whenever they've had a lot of trauma or they've been in chronic dysregulation for years. Oftentimes it's decades, most of their life since childhood. They've been in and out of states of dysregulation. And so what it is, it's almost too simple, you guys. It's called the Safe and Sound Protocol, and it's an acoustic intervention. And so it's music, but it is not, it's not like binaural beats. It's not like anything that is just for self-regulation. That's the main difference. It actually helps the nervous system optimize its ability to regulate itself, meaning it optimizes the nervous system's ability to navigate life from a place of safety versus a place of defense. And it's not like music you listen to that's just going to calm you, because it's actually considered a neural exercise. So it's considered a neural exercise because as you go through the listening protocol, which is 10 30-minute sessions, it puts a progressive demand on the nervous system. And so it works on strengthening this middle ear muscle that gets flattened with trauma. It hits the brainstem, which is connected to the vagus nerve, and it works the body on a physiological level. And so it looks like you're listening to music. You have the over-the-ear headsets, and it looks like you're just listening to music. You can hear that it's filtered music with very specific frequencies. It doesn't sound just like normal music, although you might recognize the songs. But it is something that watching as I just took my Foundations of Healing group through my 4-month container, one of the 6 women went through the SSP. And I was watching the progress of someone going through it versus the others not going through it. And you're going to get there, with the somatic reparenting work, with nervous system regulation work, with the other work that I teach, you would get there. It's just that you would get there faster with the Safe and Sound Protocol. And so what it does is because you're looking at the nervous system's ability to regulate itself and optimize its ability to regulate itself, you're looking at hitting every system of the body in a positive way. So sleep will improve, anxiety will go down, brain fog will be less, you'll be able to listen and focus better. Your communication skills will be better. It literally helps you navigate from a place of safety versus a place of defense. You will be able to access a sense of compassion and curiosity when your nervous system is regulated. And I took myself through this about a year. I actually took the provider training because I went through a traumatic divorce and I knew I needed it. And so about a year after my divorce, I took the provider training, took myself through it. And shortly after that, after I took myself through the sessions, I was basically, without going into the whole story, hit with my corest of core wounds, something that would have absolutely devastated me, sent me into a rage and then a freeze response for probably 4 or 5 days. Instead, able to watch myself sit there, able to hear what had happened, remaining calm, remained present, remained in connection with this person that was telling me the story, and watched myself process that information, and with so much ease and with so much grace, and it's like the recovery is better. So if you're somebody that you get overwhelmed by life, you tend to collapse, you tend to go into freeze responses a lot, or you're just in fight or flight all the time. Really can be used for either. But what I'm seeing in mainstream society is that most people live in a functional freeze response. And that's because they're overwhelmed. It's because their system is overwhelmed, and they just keep bulldozing through their to-do list and, bulldozing over what their body actually needs and the pace of their nervous system. And so I'm now requiring, in all of my group programs and in my one-on-one work, I'm requiring every single person to do the Safe and Sound protocol, because it's that powerful. It is that powerful. And I have some speakers in the Body's Map to Nervous System Healing, which is my free 5-day somatic immersion that starts May 22nd. I have some speakers that will also are Safe and Sound protocol providers that will help give more context to it. But I just wanted to share it, and I'm wanting to just get it out there so that people know that it exists, because it literally was something that when I found it, I was like, wow, I've been looking for this my whole career. It's like a nervous system hack, and it's something that can fast track your physiology back to resilience and increasing your nervous system's capacity for life, meaning like you can handle the up and downs of life without just being taken down, without like the overwhelm. Thank you for your love, guys. And I'm just wanting to really share this, and so that you know that it exists. And I'll be sharing more about it during the Body's Map to Nervous System Healing. But I want you to know about it, and I want you to know that if you're in states of freeze and you're in states of collapse and you feel overwhelmed a lot and you feel disconnected from life and you don't really want to connect with other people and you're kind of faking it most of the time, like you don't really want to be doing it, if you're in that place, there's hope and there's help, and you can rewire this. You can rewire physiologically, you can rewire your nervous system. And it's the Safe and Sound protocol is meant to be in conjunction with another therapy. So I pair it with my somatic reparenting work, so that we're also getting to the wounded inner child, learning how to meet your own needs, and, really resolving whatever is unresolved, from the inner child, and updating the negative beliefs, from the inner child. So that's the work that I pair it with. And it's almost too simple, because you're just listening to music. You're kind of rolling around, stretching, or you can walk around while you're listening to the protocol, and it's done in a titrated way. They've done a really good job, giving it in these 10-30 minute sessions. So titration just means it gives your nervous system, it's like a neural demand and an exercise for your nervous system. And then you get to integrate that, right? And then you do that maybe once a week, or you can really go at the pace of your nervous system with it. So just wanting to share that. I hope this is useful to you. And if you haven't signed up for the free 5-day somatic immersion, we are going live May 22nd, and we'll be going through, really it's a whole immersion around creating physiological safety in the body and learning how to unfreeze your nervous system, and busting any misconceptions you might have about healing, that you might have about the nervous system in general. In the morning sessions, which will be 12 p.m. Pacific time, will be somatic education and embodiment practice. And then in the afternoons is going to be this amazing lineup of speakers I'm so excited about to share with you. So it's all free. We start May 22nd. I'll leave the link below. It's all over my page and my stories if you haven't seen it yet. So jump in if you're wanting to dive deeper into understanding what is going on with your nervous system and really understanding the intelligence of your body. Aloha.